RPG Limit Break, and Final Fantasy Randomizer fans alike. Tonight we bring you Game 2, Oslodo versus Spellzapp. It's a round of 32 matchup. Tonight I'm joined in the booth with Softum. Softum, how are we doing tonight? Well, I think we might have lost Softum for a moment, but anyway, so as we can see on the screen, we have a fighter, none red mage on both screens. So the fighter is a forced melee slot between fighter, thief, and black belt, and the randomizer decided to give us a fighter. That fighter is coming with resist all, so that's essentially a free ribbon for us tonight. In the second slot, we got dealt with a none, which is a 1 in 6 probability. That second slot is a forced anything but black belt, which does include obviously the none. Third slot is always going to be a none, and then the fourth slot is our choice of mage. And tonight, both of our runners have decided to take the red mage, which comes with the hurt all blessing. That is going to be fantastic. That's as if we're wielding X-Cal with any weapon. Other blursings, in case we see these parties being picked up, we have the thief with dual wield knife, which is great because if we have an additional knife in our inventory, then we will get an additional hit for that thief, as well as just the basic weapon that we're dealing damage with. And then our white mage is coming with plus 20 MDef, and our black mage will be coming with plus 10 MDef. We should be getting started here any moment. And we are off. Heading into Canaria, we check and we say we have a fighter in the clinic. Black magic, we have Fire 3 and Temper. And white magic, we have Harm 4 and Viz 2, and I think I saw Life there. Yeah, Life and Ruse. So we would have picked up Life on that red mage at least, but everything else we're going to have to wait for a white mage. Alright, both runners deciding to take a little peek in the armor shop, not finding a whole lot. We're going to grab a scimitar for our fighter on Spellzapp side. I think Oslodo also will do the same thing. Heading on up to Toph to take on Garland. Mad Ponies off the hard reset coming out of Canaria. Hitting very hard as well. Alright, we're into Toph. We're going to go ahead and check the northern two boxes. We're getting money and some more money. Money's always nice. And the bottom left is a marked box with a creep inside of it. Those marked boxes are going to hold our shards. And in our incentive dungeons, it is also going to potentially hold a incentive item, a key item to give us progression. Oslodo first into Garland. Fire 3 coming out. And Oslodo also picking up the scimitar for the fighter. Taking Garland down, we are going to get through. Spellzapp having a bit of difficulty keeping that fighter up. Bats are blocking Oslodo's path. Those are not fun. But we do pick up the bottle and the canal from the king and the princess.
Very nice. That should do nothing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not progression for us right now, so we can have it over provoke us. Sorry about that.
No worries, no worries. Technical issues are a real thing.
Yes.
But welcome. How are we doing tonight?
We are doing all right, and very excited for this race here. Very excited to see our runners run here. It should be a really exciting race.
Yeah, both these runners are very fantastic in their own right. I think most people know Spellzapp is a extremely hard runner to beat, having
Yep.
won at least one, maybe a few championships in their day. Oslodo, however, a very strong runner in his own right as well. Coming up last year with the Platy Party, being able to pull up a top 3. I can't remember what place though, but I do remember top 3. But yeah, that should be a very exciting matchup, and both of our runners, I think, are happy to, at least Oslodo is, to not see a black belt, having only been dealt black belt seeds so far this tournament.
Yes, they seem to be plaguing the round of 32 a little bit. It is kind of interesting to see there. We're not gonna. So Spellzapp opting for the Black Mage here. Interesting.
Yeah, we picked up we saw that there was a fighter available in Canaria, so imagine we're just trying to get some more spell casting ability, and the Black Mage will be nice because then we have access to all black magic, which means we won't have fast or temper or nuke locked to us potentially by the red mage spell permissions.
Yep. And always nice to have a couple of casters of temper and black magic. Can definitely make a difference in a lot of fights.
Oh, for sure. And we do see the ship being pulled off of Vicky for both of our runners. Ship and canal, which means we can get out of the inner sea and head on over to Crescent Lake to visit the old men and see what they have in store for us. Have not spotted a shop item just yet, but we also haven't visited Elfland either. Not much else to do, though.
Yep. Kind of the ticket here, and some of these winter tournament seeds is that does kind of shuffle you down a certain path for sure.
Oh, indeed. And Oslodo picking up the White Mage out of Elfland, checking magic. We got Lit 3 in the Black Shop and Cure 4 and Life 2, both in the White level 3 at Elfland. Those are going to be fantastic, and it is worth noting that the Red Wizard will not be able to pick up Life 2 until promotion.
Yeah, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, fantastic finds there at level 3 as well. Definitely have plenty of charges of that going in when we get there. Both of our runners opting to go see what's up with the old men here in Crescent Lake. Hopefully we won't have surprise confused old men on.
Surprise confused old men?
Surprise confused old men.
That's not a flag we're supposed to have for this tournament.
That's not a flag that we're supposed to have on this tournament, no.
Oh. I'm guessing there was a hiccup.
There was a
very
mishap
recently?
at some point.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always fun. Surprise confused old men. I take it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. Oslodo trying to take these peeds down here. Ooh, and the White Mage goes down. It's unfortunate. Would have liked some of that experience to go to the White Mage as well, unfortunately. But
Yeah, being able to get at least a couple levels on our spellcasters is great before we go too far.
yeah, having a full cache of sweepers to get further down into a dungeon is often key. The kind of early parts of this here. We did find the TNT from the old men, so the old men are playing with dynamite today.
Oh, they're playing fire essentially.
Yeah, so we will have to take that back to the trusty safekeeping of the dwarves.
Yeah, I'm sure Narek wouldn't do anything terrible with that.
No, not blow a hole open in the inner sea. No, never.
No, never. Oslodo also picking up his TNT. That Pede fight put him slightly behind Spellzapp, but not by much. We're still early on. It's interesting, we do have a white mage on the left side and a black mage on the right side.
Nice experience chest. Spellzapp talks to the Grey Dwarf. Hooray! And we get the crown. More fetch quests.
Right. I do love me a fetch quest. Not so much.
Not so much.
It's always fun. It's like a scavenger hunt.
It is kind of. It's sort of nice to get it out of the way early, but
I mean, who doesn't like driving all over the inner sea to look for our progression?
just to find out that it's in Waterfall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Herb is our treasure, so we can take that over to the elves. We're gonna go grab our boat while we do that.
Oslodo getting a little bit lost there.
Yeah, it's kind of surprisingly easy to do.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sometimes that muscle memory kicks in and just takes you to places. Oh jeez. We got the adamant out of the elves.
And now we're back to Dwarf, and Spellzapp will do their level 3 and 4 shopping here. See if they pick up a white mage.
Yeah, it looked like we went directly towards the magic instead of checking out what that clinic was.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll circle back around seeing Life 2 where it was. Fade in level 4 shop. Gonna be a nice pickup. And then Fast and Lock 2 in Black Magic. Also really great to have.
Yep. The Fast there. And if I remember... Ooh, the slab is for sale.
Yeah, we don't need that for now.
No, we don't. But it's nice to know where it is. And nope, we're not going to hire that white mage.
We are having polar opposite parties here. I imagine both runners holding out for that thief.
Yeah, the dual-wielding thief would be nice.
Yeah, that's always a nice blessing to see. Thief also coming with an additional 80 agility. Makes it a lot harder for that thief to get knocked around. And also will give us some additional initiative for battles to prevent ambushes and to get first strike.
Yep, so... we got a canoe made of adamant.
We have a very strong boat. Hopefully it
Very
doesn't
strong
sink.
boat. Very, very durable. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna go straight to Volcano. That makes sense.
Yeah, our only
So-
other option going to Ordeals.
Which isn't great. Isn't really what we're looking to do with our time, I don't think.
No, I would prefer not to. Sorcerers being littered up there all over the place and coming with death touch, just not a fun place to be at.
No, just not very much fun at all.
Interesting, Spellzapp opting to skip out on the Volcano Armory.
Yeah, that is a little interesting. Maybe work backwards. Because it's not like we're gonna go feet carry at these levels. I kind of doubt.
Yeah, I don't see it happening right now. Maybe if we picked up level 1 nuke on both sides, for the both casters, we could consider it, but this just doesn't feel like a very comfortable place to be taking on carry.
Yeah.
Not with this scaling, at least. Alright, and our red mage is taking a little bit of a dirt nap over here.
So is our fighter.
Oh no. Entire party.
That was not good.
I believe those were red giants.
Those were red giants.
Okay. I didn't notice if we had palette swap on Spellzapp's side. We do not have palette swap going on. Those fires look normal.
Or at least the fires are all normal palette.
Yeah. Yeah, Oslodo heading back to Provoca to pick up some level 2 spells for that white mage. Looks like we're heading on down for the armor shop to pick up something here. Cloth +3. Not the worst thing in the world. I'm also going to grab that cat +5 and the glove +3 to get all the absorption that we can for our white mage.
Yeah, I noticed Spellzapp did the same thing. Interesting play.
First look at level 5 magic. We see
Ooh,
warp. Yeah, that's learnable as well. Just gonna need to find some gold and some levels to be able to use it.
It looks like Oslodo's going to go ahead and make the play and go to Ordeals. Which is an interesting play. I mean, you probably know Spellzapp's not going to do it, so... Could be meta against that.
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, if it pays off, it'll pay off quite big. And if we get throttled by the sorcerers, it's going to feel really bad.
Yep.
Alright, guesses out in chat. Pillars 1, 2, or 3, or 4.
It's like number 2.
Wow, first pick. I can never get so lucky with the Ordeals maze. That's
Yeah,
I
I get lucky every once in a while.
I was gonna say, I recently had a very fast Ordeals. I think I walked through 3 pillars and I was at the top. Not something you're gonna see very often.
No. But a fun time anyway.
Oh, for sure.
I recently had an Ordeals with Warp, so I had to recently. That one was pretty quick, though, of course.
Yeah, Warp does make this a lot better.
Yep. Spellzapp
Yep.
pulling the crystal out of Volcano, and the Oxyale out of Ordeals.
Yeah, I believe that was a Sun +4 Oslodo also seemed to find there. It's a nice sword to be clipping onto that fighter.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Certainly take it right now.
I think I caught a glimpse of a Vorpal +4 as well on Spellzapp's side. That's a sword.
Yeah, I mean it'll service you end game for sure. I mean we'd rather have something else, but it'll work.
Yeah, it'll
Sword
get the
is sword
job
you
done,
have.
right?
Yeah, sword is the sword you have.
Right,
Well, we are
Spellzap
gonna
should.
give carry a try.
Yeah. This is a green-looking sword. I'm not quite sure which one that is. Is it the giant sword? I don't know what sword that is.
Silver crab cake says silver sword.
Silver sword? Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. We're doing a nice amount of damage now, but we just need to make sure everybody stays up and happy.
There it is. Spellzapp through carry. Gonna award him another 2 shards for taking down carry. I don't think we did point out, this is a shard hunt. We do need 28 shards to be able to get into Topher, as opposed to our traditional 4 orbs.
Yep. Shards are going to come out of those marked boxes the same way that we have the key items coming out of marked boxes. You've been seeing them come out. I didn't see the fun name for them this time, but generally you'll just hear them called shards.
Yeah, shards, espers, stones,
Orblets.
it's a whole mess of them.
Yes.
One of our fun percent flags. That looks like a gold bracelet being pulled out of Volcano Armory as well. It's a nice piece of gear to put on that white mage.
Yeah, I think it went on to Spellzapp's fighter. For the lack of anything better, but maybe it got moved after.
Yeah, I think in that case the fighter would probably be the best place to put it. We don't have anything else going on that chest plate there.
Yeah. And now we get to go to Earth.
Boy, what a chain to get to our floater.
Right?
Don't worry, it's not over yet. We still have the key in play somewhere.
So say it could be the key.
Key and the ruby, right? Yep, that is.
Yes, and it could be the ruby too. So either Sarda or the
French vanilla ruby.
good find.
So, seeing Warp at level 5, my guess is Oslodo decided to head there knowing that Warp is at level 5, and more than likely their opponent would rather wait to do ordeals with Warp. I don't know too much about Spellzapp's metagame, but it's possible that Oslodo is trying to meta against that. So,
Yeah. could just feel behind already. Never know. But it seems to have worked out. It was a pretty quick ordeal. Even though the only thing we got from it is the Oxy Ale.
Yeah, which we could eventually need to use, but we're going to need to get in the air, and we're also going to need a key to access the incentive item over there. Having a mermaid prison turned on.
Yep. So all the mermaids are in key-locked items. This is because our item is key-locked in C as well. Of our kind of deep items flag set theory here.
Yeah, but post rod, deep volcano, locked in Sea Shrine, and then
Forced in Sky.
Yeah, forced in Sky. Yep, as opposed to anywhere in Sky.
Yep, as opposed to being able to be in Mirage, which it's not. So Oslodo getting the crystal.
Yeah, so far quite a linear seed. The only divergence there heading to our deal is not paying off. Spellzapp heading through the rod plate now. We'll be able to potentially find what our key item is down here in the armory.
Birds here. Fire 3. And it's the key.
Right, back to the inner sea we go. But I believe we're going to make a little short stop, visit Lich, say hello, goodbye, move on with our day, and grab our 2 shards.
Oh. The other part of the treasured floor. Guess it's only a few boxes. Probably 0 to 1 shards. Should be fine.
Yeah, it's almost not worth checking those. Quite a long walk for 3 chests that you just might not find a shard inside of. Oslodo is also choosing to take on carry. Having that Sun Sword equipped might be doing a little bit more damage.
Yep. Get enough fire casts out there that Lich does go down for us. So, like you said, 2 more shards here. Spellzapp burning off some encounters at the beginning of the counter table. To what appears to be a nice long.
It looked like 1 or 2 hard resets or 1 or 2 resets after the hard reset, and then smooth sailing from there. Oslodo making it through carry 2 or carry 1 as well.
Very nice.
That's 3 encounters, and then a very long run. We do only have 4 encounters for the full 256 step counter table. I imagine that 4th one is buried right at the end.
Yeah.
Alright, moment of truth. Are we getting the floater, or do we have to go and visit Titan and the old man? Oh, loses with trance.
Yuck.
Yeah, that could have gone very bad.
We have to go visit the old man.
Alright. Inner Sea fetch chain quest complete.
We get to do everything today.
Yeah, the only thing that could have been better is if we had a chime lock on something required on the Inner Sea and we had to find the chime too.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure what that. Where would I mean? I guess the chime could have been in ordeals.
Yeah.
And that could have opened up. I don't know, Earth.
Yeah, in ordeals or on the shop item or.
Sure. Yeah.
If sharp viewers have noted, we do have the chime locked entrance is spoiled in the bottom left hand corner. I'm probably never gonna visit Ice Cave, so
Yeah, there's just not a lot of reason to do that unless you need shards.
oh yeah, for sure. Alright, we saw Power Bunk being pulled out of Titans, and there we are finally rewarded from the old man with our floater.
Well, that's good. Glad that we finally got that all worked out.
Yeah, if it wasn't here, I think we'd all be a little scratching our heads trying to figure out what did we miss. But Spellzapp will be first in the air, roughly about 30 minutes into the seed. I imagine we'll be heading probably for Cardia. Maybe we'll be heading to do some tidying up in the Inner Sea first, grabbing some spells, gear, whatnot. Possibly picking up that slab.
Yep. Makes sense. Ooh, and some housing.
Kind of on the expensive side of the housing, 2,000 gold apiece.
Yeah, not the cheapest I've ever seen for sure, but a necessary budgetary item nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. Pro rings found in Melmond by Oslodo. Pro rings protecting us from death would be nice to have.
It can be nice.
Yeah, it's helpful to add some of that absorption for our mages as well, so. Spellzapp heading into the Cardia checks. Let's see what we can pull from here. A lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing so far. Probably hoping for a tail, maybe. And I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being like Excal. Just kind of the way the seats played out. But
yeah, it's not going to give us tail for free.
we have to go all the way. Tail's going to be behind slab. It's kind of the way it has to.
That is what it feels like, isn't it? It's the way everything else has panned out so far. It does kind of feel like we are going to have to go all the way to the Fane to grab the tail. And then if we choose to, we want to stock up on spells at the superstore, we're going to have to go back. And it's always feels bad.
Yeah. Double dipping anywhere is always feels bad. There we go.
There it is. We called it. It's nice to find it and not to have to dig it out of sky. So, but then again, you could be digging the tail out of sky as well.
Certainly on the definitely going to promote train here, though. Guess. Parties. You can hand that, you know, you can hand that Vorpal to that Red Wizard. That would be not a bad thing to try and get done.
I think that would probably be the best play, honestly. Having hurt all on that Red Mage, giving it to Vorpal, not only can we get decent crits, but we're going to get really nice typing bonus damage, which is set to 42, as opposed to like the standard 30 for most flag sets I see.
That damage bonus could be pretty key. Just defense sword out of the bottle.
Okay, so that's all of our gear items. So everything else that we find is going to be in a marked box. At this point, it's going to be interesting to see what else Spellzapp decides to open, how many more chests we're going to open, and how many we're going to skip. We're just going to head straight for marked boxes, just to save some time.
Yeah. We still don't have any ribbons, which can make chaos a little rough.
Yeah, I think that would be the one thing that we would still want to look for. And of course, the tail being off the slab turn in. How about that?
Yeah, I promise. I didn't know that.
No, it's just a good guess because the way the seed's been progressing, it just feels like that's what we're going to be handed. So
yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and promote. Get that Excal online. That Vorpal online. That'll do us kind of nicely here for the rest of the seed, probably.
Oslodo making his way through Lich, pulling that key out. Gonna head on back, get their ruby. To head on back to get the floater. Spellzapp has a choice of visiting the waterfall or visiting ordeals now. And it seems like we are leaning towards waterfall.
Yeah, but I think at this point the waterfall has to be the cube.
I'm calling Chime. Just because it's a useless item. We did see the Oxyel being pulled out of Ordeal, so we do know that's where that's at.
Yeah. So there's something in mermaids, something in sky, something here, something at... Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's what we're left with now.
Yeah.
Time cube loot.
So this can be the loot or the chime.
Ah. What a bummer. I was really hoping for it to be the useless chime in here. CubeBot has the cube.
CubeBot has the cube.
That's okay. We still have a chance for time to be in sky and making ordeals being required. It'll be interesting to see the progression that Oslodo chooses to make on the trip on the outer sea in the airship. See where we get to. Maybe we can skip the chime. No marked boxes in the Elven Armory. It's nice to check, but
we pulled 2 out of Waterfall, which is great, really.
oh yeah, for sure. Waterfall being pretty barren a lot of times. Yeah, 2 more. Oslodo pulling out of the Dwarven Armory. Makes that second trip back down there feel a little bit better.
Gonna walk. We're gonna go walk.
I think we are. That doesn't feel good. That never does. I just feel like my nerves start to get real shot every time I do a play like that.
Right.
Just,
You're like,
only I could remember these items better.
use my tracker that I actually keep up.
Yeah, remembering to click the button though. That's also part of the struggle.
You're not wrong.
I've definitely gotten a lot better at remembering to click buttons on my tracker, so I don't run into that issue, but there are definitely times where focus is so hard on the seed that I completely forget about tracking items. But luckily we do have the menu, so we can take a peek inside and see what we have if we really want.
Yep.
Alright, Oslodo grabbing his floater. Gonna be in the air rather soon. Checking Titans now. Find our power bonk. I didn't quite catch, but it didn't look like there was much there in Mirage 1.
It didn't look like there were any shards in Mirage 1 at all. And I think we skipped it.
Okay.
Was a shard in Mirage 2. Less than good of them, but
Oh, okay. Alright. Say, I thought I saw Spellzapp taking a fight in there for something.
there was one shard. Ooh,
Was that?
that was the Massa +5.
Oh, right. That is a great sword. Yeah, let's put that on the red mage for hurt all. Big damage.
Yeah, that'll do.
Might even see putting it on the black mage for the lulz. Yes, that's what we're doing. Vorpal on the red, Massa on the black mage.
Yes. Very nice.
If only that black mage came with like a +20 strength blessing. Oh, that'd be great.
Just +10 MDef.
Which is still a nice bonus early on for sure. Kind of.
Yeah, it's not bad to have.
Yeah, it kind of loses traction later on. I think that's about 5 levels of magic defense. So, like I said, it's nice, but could be something better.
Definitely. Something a little more functional a lot of times.
Yeah,
Eight.
but it is what it is.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Demand a reroll.
Demand a reroll. No. was a fun. This was been a perfectly good scene.
Yeah, haven't really seen a whole lot of Too Nasty. There was that trance that came out of the chest in Canary, I think, and aside from that, most things have been pretty tame. Of course, now that I
Yeah.
say that, we're gonna run into something nasty here any moment.
Yeah, I was waiting for the Chimera to do something nasty. It really was.
And all right.
Some boxes.
Yeah, this party really makes it easy for fights like this. You can just hold A and look
Yeah,
away.
just gonna get Mo through it.
The item is still being very elusive in Sky.
Did we?
I think we walked down the left side of the spider floor. And I know we checked, at least, we checked CC's Gambit. But I don't remember if we checked the 6-pack or the greed checks. But that was a ribbon and a rune +5, which are both really nice pieces of gear.
Looks like Oslodo's on their way to go get their tail. And there's the loot. So, unfortunately, ordeals is not required.
Yeah. And it looked like we were about 6 or 7 shards from go mode there on Spellzapp side. Tia will give us 4 more shards. Got 1 here. Maybe we can get lucky and find 2 more in the greed chest on the way up.
Yeah, or otherwise we're gonna have to start making some
We need 1 more.
peeps. Oh, we got 5 left.
We got 5 left. Spellzapp choosing to go up, right on the Sky Maze. The incorrect way. No. We go right, down, right. That's the only way.
Right now.
Right, down, right.
The task goes up and left.
Pass is wrong.
I mean, I'm not even saying the task is right. I'm just saying. Oh, we got a raid.
Oh, is that what's happening over there? Okay.
Thank you,
Oh.
some call me Johnny. We're playing Final Fantasy Randomizer here. This is the winter tournament 2025 here. This is round of 32 between Oslodo and Spellzapp. Welcome.
Alright, so Oslodo having just promoted, we're gonna do some equipment jiggling. Get things set where we need to go. Looks pretty stacked there for gear. The only thing I think we would really want is a ribbon for that red mage. We do know where we can find one.
I was unlucky. The thunder on Tia took out Spellzapp's Black Mage.
Oh. Yeah, that's never good. We did still make it through.
Yep.
And you catch we
So
are
we have like Tier 4, so
yeah. And we are one short. Let's see here where we're gonna try to gamble this shard out of. That's smart. Picking up fast on that fighter.
yeah.
It's a nice backup plan just in case.
I think we knew there was one in here.
Oh, that's right. I thought both of our runners had picked it up early, but I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, I just sort of filed it away that they had gotten it, but no. So since we left it here, we knew that we could come here, which is nice.
Yeah, run off our 3 encounters and then take a little trip back in time through the loot pit at 49:43. And coming up on Lich 2. Like we're gonna fast on the night. And Lich does his thing, pulling out Nuke first. But that's okay, our party is able to stay standing. Lich goes down in 1 hit.
That was pretty good. I mean, that was a fasted X-Cal. So, kind of expected, but...
Yeah, I'd be really surprised if that didn't connect.
Yeah.
It's like same strats for carry 2. Big hit from the Red Wizard. Masa plus the hurt all. And
Nice
then
turn order.
Yeah, fasted knight gets the second hit, takes carry out, knocking carry into oblivion.
Ooh, Kraken unhappy with that Black Mage.
Yeah,
okay,
we got Red Mage for backup strats there.
Ooh, very nice. And terminated.
Yeah, it looks like Kraken 2 being extra evasive. Not getting near as many hits.
Too. Ooh, Bane hits and does down the Black Mage.
Yeah, it seems like Spellzapp predicted that coming. We do know that Bane will be the first spell coming out of Tia 2, so just to prevent that, we're going to go ahead and cast fast off of someone we know is going to be able to live through the Bane cast, or at least we hope we should be able to. I believe we still have that ribbon on the Red Mage for now. We might be seeing that being swapped over to the Knight here any moment. Throwing the Black Wizard in the front slot. This is the sacrifice that the game demands. We do get the fast cast off before Chaos decides to start pummeling our Black Mage down. Now it's time to temper up. And there's the crack coming out, taking out the Black Mage. We get the fast off. We're getting enough tempers off.
And we're doing okay.
Yeah, it's 2 hits for 2 swings, one for 600, one for 500. And that's lit 3, so we know slow 2 is on deck here. Another swing for 500. Another swing for 1,000. We don't have too much long on this Chaos. Less than 1,000 HP left. Swing for 100.
Okay.
There it is.
GG's.
GG's the Spellzapp.
GG's Spellzapp.
Like we have an official race time GG time of 53:52. And that will move Spellzapp into 2 wins and moving on to the round of 16. And we are joined in the booth by Spellzapp. GG's.
GG, guys.
GG's. So how did that seed go?
You know, I felt a little slow in the beginning, but I kind of picked up speed, and being able to skip ordeals and see was really nice.
Yeah, that definitely put you in the lead there because Oslodo did do ordeals first and got the chime. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just want to skip ordeals every time that I don't have like Nuke or Fade, just because I don't know, just sorcerers scare me in these flags.
Welcome in, Oslodo. GG's.
GG's
GG's.
Oslodo.
GG's, Oslodo.
I mean, I knew this wasn't going to be easy, and it wasn't. Yeah, that ordeals is never the play in this flag set, I've noticed. Never.
Never the play until it is the play.
Well, it definitely wasn't this time because my thought process was, all right, so I guess the chime lock is going to be Mirage, and now I see it's Ice Cave. Great. That was the only thing I thought might save me. Although some routing mistakes were made. Matoy has definitely set me back. I was hoping it was going to be Floater. It was not.
Yeah, that fetch chain dragging you from one side of the sea to the other, back and forth quite a bit there for a good 30 minutes for both of you.
Yeah, I did jinx that in the race room, didn't I? Oh well.
Yeah, I mean it was kind of a fetch quest, but I feel like a lot of these seeds end up that way.
Hmm.
You don't get to skip a lot of the fetch quests, I don't think.
No, I was really hoping that the loot was going to be in C. That would have been nice, but no. As soon as it got chime, it's like, well, I'm done. As soon as we crossed the 45-minute mark, I was like, Spellzapp is in go mode. I am not. I'm gonna have to take a risk. That was the ordeals play was the risk, and the C play was the risk.
Makes sense. I mean, it very easily could have been the other way around, and chime could have been in Sky, but
I mean, again, to be fair, I knew going into this that these races were going to be the hardest races I've ever done. And I wasn't disappointed.
Did you end up using the encounter table at all? Seemed
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of.
Oh, hardcore. There was, as soon as I got out of Corneria, it's like 1. I was like, okay, fine. Reset. 2. Okay, reset. 3. I was like, okay, there's 3 off the there's 3 on a hard reset. I used that a lot.
Yeah, I hope
did-
everyone liked watching us reset over and over.
Oh yeah. C was worse because when you were on the C, it was bang, bang, and then a long delay, and then another bang. So I was like, okay. I bought like 66 cabins because they were cheap, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna do this. Yeah, maybe looking for the white mage might not have been the best idea, but I did see Fade at level 4, and I was like, well, and Harm 4 at level 1. I was like, well, this is too good to pass up. But I did lose out on levels, and if you've watched it back, that white mage took a lot of hits outside of Crescent and just did not get levels for a while.
Yeah, I'm always hesitant about getting another character past basically the first 3 towns, just because you always have to go back and get all the magic, and then you have to put the effort in getting them levels.
Yep.
I mean, a thief in the inner sea is probably a good pickup, but
Yeah.
picking up mages past the first 3 towns always ends up being way more time than I want to put into it.
Oh yeah, and that was what I did. I picked it up and then got the magic I needed, equipped them, and then headed out. And yeah, that cost the ordeals play cost me way more time. Now nothing happened. I didn't wipe there. It was all good, but it was the Oxyale which then sent me down that chain as opposed to going the other way and going to Sky, which would have been the better play. On the positive side, I got the carbonate bubble, so I'm happy about that.
I saw you also
Very
got to
good.
pick up your favorite sword too.
Oh, I was so happy to see the Vorpal. I'm so tickled pink. I was like, yes, that because with the promoted red wizard, I could give him the Vorpal. I had the X-Cal, so the X-Cal on the knight, and I was like, well, this is great because that's double hurt alls. I enjoyed that thoroughly for the very brief time he swung that sword.
It was actually really nice. I mean, magic to clear Sky wasn't great, so I ended up being, swinging with all 3 of my characters. I had Masa on the black mage as well.
Where was the Masa?
Sky.
It's
Of
in the
course.
sky.
Of course it was. The one place I didn't go. Well, I went there. I just forfeited when I got there. To be fair, again, I knew when I hit 45 minutes and I was just getting out of Titans with the floater, it's like, yeah, we're not in a good spot. I got to make a risky play. I'm gonna go take the bottle, take the slab. And I was like, okay, I guess get the promotion and then dive C and waterfall. But yeah, that was the risk I took. And made Fizzle proud taking a white mage. I know how much he loves those.
All right, I think we will move us along here. So any final thoughts, Spellzapp?
No, I mean, that was a great game. It's you gotta get out there and try out the flags, and the tournaments come with us. I mean, the people who organized the tournament came with such great flags this year. Big shout outs to them. Big shout outs to Oslodo. He's been nothing but kind doing these races. You guys on comms, Mechlin, Softnum. Big shout outs to Crab Cakes on the tracker. Wild Ham on Restream. That's all I got.
Thank you. And Oslodo?
GG Spellzapp. I knew this was going to be one of the hardest races I ever fought, and I knew it was going to be a test of the skill that I have. And yeah, you didn't disappoint. GG's again. I look forward to watching you just rocket through this tournament until you run into, I assume, CC. Because yeah, there's a lot of great runners here. I'm looking forward to the last play-in race. I don't have. I'll see what I can do there. Maybe I can get lucky and get back in. Yeah, huge shout outs to everyone on the crew, CC, Mechlin, Softnum, Wildham, everyone for putting this on. Yeah, this was, I think this is an early departure from the WT from me from the round robin, but you know what? I had fun, and that's what matters.
Awesome. Any final thoughts, Mechlin?
Just GG's to the runners, and thanks for the crew coming out tonight, putting on the show. Softnum for hopping in the booth rather late last minute, and CC also hopping in last minute to help out with tracking. Very much appreciated having a full crew. Also, thanks to RPG Limit Break for allowing us to host on the channel. And we do have a few other games happening ongoing right now, and here coming up very shortly we have I don't even know what time it is. It's what, 9:15. So we have a match going on over FFR2, Solaris versus Flurry, game 2. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern, we're going to have Solario Rex and Sorbius do their game 2 on this channel. And then currently ongoing, I think on another channel somewhere, is Rax versus Guardian Marcus game 1, which is a round of 16 game. And then that game 2 will be happening almost directly after 10 p.m. on Speed Gaming 1. So stay tuned for more racing. Softnum, back to you.
And thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, Mechlin, for being co-coms. Thank you to Wildham for restream. Thank you to Crabcakes for doing the tracking for us. And if you like what you see, come join us at the Discord at the links in chat. And thank you and good night.